Hi guys, I'm going to show you guys how to get your kitten used to walking on a leash. First thing you're going to want to do, he's like really playful right now. First thing you're going to want to do is go out and buy a harness. One that has a strap that's going to go between his legs, a loop that goes around his neck, a loop that goes around his back, and then a strap on the top. And you're going to want to make sure he's nice and comfortable with your house and everything. Don't do it like the day you get him. Make sure you can hold him in your lap just like this. Oh, you can't see that. Make sure you can hold him in your lap just like this, sitting up in your lap or laying down. And you're going to put the harness on him. And if it's an older cat, they definitely will not like it. And you're just going to have to, sometimes you can put the neck piece on and, like, you know, good boy, good job, and give him treats. And you have to slowly progress into clipping it, but that will take days, sometimes even weeks, depending on how stubborn your cat is. Mine's a kitten. He's only 3 months old. He took really well to it. It didn't even bother him at all. And he's had it on for about 2 days now. And he's happy. It doesn't bother him. He doesn't even mess with it. He doesn't even know it's there. So the next step that you're going to do is take your leash right here and you're going to clip it onto the loop. There are 2 loops in the back. I don't want you guys to get confused. You have a like an O-ring right here, and then you have a little loop right here. This is the loop that you're going to clip the leash onto. Don't clip it onto that O-ring, because instead of pulling equally on the cat to get him, when you try to pull back, it's going to pull around his neck, and the harness is to keep you from pulling on his neck. So what you're going to do is clip the leash on and then let him run around the house and play with the leash on. So he gets used to the leash. Make sure you tell him good boy, and you know he knows that it's a good thing. I'm just going to be like all alone. He left me here. Don't pull on the leash to pull him away. Let him run around and do his thing with the leash on. But make sure you keep an eye on him so he doesn't get stuck on anything, because cats, when somebody's holding onto the leash and they're pulling, they don't know where to stop like a dog does. So you're just going to let him run around and play. After doing that a few times for a day, and if they're doing fine with it, then you can move on to the next step, either the next day or just wait a few days. You're going to just walk around the house holding the leash. Let him play, let him do whatever he wants to. Just make sure you're holding on to it just like this, or however you want to hold it, and then walk around like this. Follow him around, don't pull him out of anything. If you want him out of something, like if he gets into something he's not supposed to, you need to take him up like you normally would without him having the leash on. And then just do that, take it off when you're done, do it a few times a day, do it for a few days, and then take him outside. For his first walk outside, make sure, you know, it's in the grass, make sure it's not a really loud area where there's going to be dogs and other animals. He needs to be nice and quiet, he needs to be able to walk around and explore without being disturbed or scared. Doing that a few times, you follow him around, unless you know he's going to get hurt, then kind of pick him up and guide him with your hands. Don't pull on the leash, because that's going to make him not like the leash. And then after doing that a few times, and they're perfectly fine with the harness, perfectly fine with the leash, they're fine with being outside, then you can start slowly or gently pulling and guiding them where you want them. But don't pull really hard, don't jerk, don't be rough at all. You have to be really gentle with it, because as soon as they think that they're relating it with negative feelings, they're not going to want to do that. They're not going to want it at all, and then you're going to start all over with harness and leash and all that stuff. So you really want to make sure the first time you do it right, and you want to make sure they're happy with it. And make sure you give lots of treats, lots of toys, and positive reinforcement. And don't ever punish them if they do it wrong. Just don't give them positive reinforcement. I know it's really stupid. I used to hear people say that all the time, and I'm like, well, that's retarded. And then I actually got a kitten, and my 2 kittens that are 3 months and 2 months. And then I realized like how important that was, because if you punish them and give them bad reinforcement, then they don't want to be around you, and you don't want that. The reason why you're leash training your cat is that way you can have more time with them. So you don't want them to not. So if you guys have any questions, please comment, like this video, subscribe, and I will answer them as quickly as possible and to the best of my ability. Sorry, he's about to climb on the computer. So, say bye-bye, Caesar. Bye.